of the spike in cases that we've experienced here in not just Ingham County, but all over the state, we want to make sure that we are limiting contact with people as much as possible, as for the public safety as well as our own safety. So we've decided to go back to our protocol that we had back in April, that we had in place for a few months, where we are going to have the building closed down for the most part to the general public. Now, people still will be able to get in if they're in the midst of an emergency, but for the most part, what we're hoping is that people will call ahead. And if it's something that we can handle over the phone, like a crime that is not in progress or a property crime, those types of things, of frauds, if it's something we can handle over the phone, we will. But really what our main goal here is just to kind of limit our exposure to the public and the public's exposure to us as much as we can.
How effective was this back in April?
I feel like it was very effective. We didn't get any negative feedback from the public that I'm aware of. We were still able to meet the public's needs while remaining, responsibly distanced from them. We didn't have any cases of COVID in our department then at that time either.
So what are some of the crimes that people can report that you'd rather have call in compared to rather have you guys be alerted right away?
Sure. Anything, again, if it's not in progress, if it happened and we're not going to catch anybody right now, or there's not any danger right now, then they can call in. So, for instance, a fraud, a phone scam, your mailbox was run over, those types of things that aren't necessarily in progress, call us and we'll make a determination. Now, we will always send an officer to your house if you request one. We have no problem doing that. We're just trying to do our best to limit exposure, so if it's something we can cover over the phone, we'd like to do that for your safety and for ours.
So speaking of your safety, what is the Meridian Township Police Department doing to ensure officer safety from COVID?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually applied for and were given a grant from the state of Michigan. And with that grant, we've been able to purchase quite a bit of PPE, cleaning supplies, those types of things. So as far as what we're doing with our officers, we're cleaning our cars regularly. I have a fogger that will be on the way that will be able to disinfect our vehicles as well as our building with. UV lights that we can disinfect our equipment with. We have, again, closed off the building. We're only allowing a certain number of officers in the building. And every day we have a briefing with our sergeant and the officers that are working the road. Usually they sit around a table, there'd be 5 or 6 people. Instead of doing it that way, we're kind of stepping into the 21st century here, and we're going to do those meetings via Zoom or Microsoft Teams, just some web-based platform from their vehicles at the beginning of their shift, so that they can still have contact with each other, but not physical contact, I guess, just, they can communicate with each other without being in the same room.
How has that been going recently?
We just started today, so I'll let you know another date. We're not quite sure yet.